There are legends and stories wrapped into great songs, sung by bards for all to hear. These stories tell those of great warriors, evil tyrants, brave children, and cowardly kings. Thrones and treasures cause wars, gods and devils play bring destruction. The desires of a dark soul may bring annihilation, while the bright heart of a boy king will try and save it. Men and women of nations answer the call to arms, to fight for their country, their home, their families. Marching to the sound of a war drum, the billowing of a ship's sail, under the great radiant one, under chords thunders in the dead of night. The sound of rain hitting metal as a soldier readies his shield, as he stares into the orcish faces of the legion. The guttural war cries strike his heart with fear, but his young king saddles his warhorse and rallies the men. A half-elven arcanist prepares a ritual in case the unblemished get too close. Lord and Chief Theophi checks his coalition of half-bloods and those who wait across the meadows with means to end him. Matthias stares into the burning pit, containing a great scourge on the land. He with his princes of peace delve into the devil's head to put an end to the rebirth of evil. Micah, in his old age, stands strong in his armor as Hector, the tyrant, assaults the dark world. With his shadow soldiers slaying the tyrant and ending the shadows, light shines once again. I am here to tell you a story, one of love, triumph, justice, and tragedy. A story that will echo throughout eternity. Cross every sea, ride every cloud, from the Isles of Setonia to the great city of Stamrin. Heroes and villains, husbands and wives, brothers and sisters all play their part. As Bahamut sits on his throne in Elysia, and the evil one fights his way out of hell, a group of misfits find their way through the valleys, the meadows, the mountains, and seas. I am here to tell your story, by the fire in every tavern, the square in every town, or the stage in every city I come to. What's in those stories for me to tell is entirely up to you. Welcome to Manola.
Hello friends, and welcome to the Chaos. First off, we would like to thank the creators of Dungeons & Dragons for making this awesome, world's greatest tabletop RPG game. We'd like to thank non-sponsored show of gratitude for Dwarven Forge for their awesome tabletop terrain, as well as WizKids for their awesome tabletop accessories and minis. Thanks to the guys over at Sirenscape for their awesome sound sets and letting us use their music for our game. And now a little bit about ourselves. We are Chaotic Cast, a bunch of best friends from Tennessee who have a passion for playing RPG games, especially Dungeons & Dragons. Yes, we do have southern accents. Yes, we have southern phrases. No, we aren't perfect, but we play this game for rich story and fun. Mostly follow the D&D 5th edition rules with some homebrew tweaks here and there. Manola is our homebrew section of the world that we are exploring, and we hope you love it as much as we do. Lastly, we want to give credit where credit is due. We have a huge thanks to all the guys over at Critical Role and Realmsmith for their inspirations personally to me. If you haven't had a chance, check out those two on our Twitch channel. They will be playing when we are not online. They are going to be part of our recommended channels. Our shows are pre-recorded for now, and as you can see, we are slowly upgrading. We have a new studio we are coming into. Sorry if the audio is a little wonky, where we have to do some things for air because it's dead of summer and extremely hot. Lastly, I want to thank my players for letting me spill my brain out into the tabletop and for always joining me in the imaginative chaos. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, hit the alert icon, and join the chaos. So you can watch the premieres of the shows with us. We will try to be in the chat when our shows do premiere. Also, on our Instagram, we have the link tree that will take you to our Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. Okay.
At chaoticcast.tv.
At chaoticcast.tv, DM account at chaoticcast.tv or chaoticcast.dm.
That's all you but I don't know.
One or the other. You'll find it. If not, I follow Chaotic TV. We love all of you, and without further ado, let's jump into the chaos.
Probably start with wristband. Because those are the geographic coordinates of my house.
Yeah, just tell everybody.
Recap from last time. Hearing the screams and growls, as well as the rallying of the local sentinels, the party made their way out into the oddly chilly night to investigate the noise. Finding more sounds coming from separate areas surrounding the town, the party rushed in the nearest direction of the noise, to engage in battle with the undead creatures that had found their way here. Several waves of undead continued to batter the guards and our party, but something peculiar stood out. They seemed highly interested in Violet, much more than any other living being within the city or town. A night filled with the sounds of clashing steel, arcane bolts of energy, and screams from the people and undead carry on. After the battle ended, the town collected and accounted for the slain, as the group was left with more questions than answers, but nonetheless, the town seemed to be defended for this night. The next morning, the group was treated to an extravagant breakfast in a town filled with angered and uneasy inhabitants. Following discussions with the town's leaders, the group decided it best to investigate the talks of a witch to the north of the town. You guys are in Follyfield, which is a small rural town in the southeast region of Manola. The town sits on the Whisker River in the south of the Barley Sea. The town has long prided itself on the excellence and surplus amounts of grain, barley, wheat, rye, and hops that it produces for the region. The town has a few places, such as the Little Giant Inn and Jake Sam's Junk, which you all have found and visited, some of you, along its single intersection that crosses at Midtown. At this intersection, there was a few stalls of some of the native halfling women and merchants selling various items to customers, whether they are citizens of Follyfield or travelers just passing through. Lining along the street sides are small family hovels made out of spackled mud and grass roofs. Many of these have small porches that host miniature rocking chairs for the patriarchs or matriarchs of their families to rest as they watch the town's daily activities. The women of the families wear flashy, buoyant dresses, while men wear plaid tops with shorts made out of various linens. Most of the men puff on a pipe while the women tend to their flower beds as if it was competition to see which hovel could be the prettiest or with the most flowers. You've also learned that the city of Follyfield is under the protection of the Stammering Sentinels. On the first night, there was an untimely battalion of undead soldiers seemingly in search of something or someone. Failing at their attempt to acquire what they were after, the attack ended, and the night was quiet once more. The town is decorated in wreaths and flowers, bouquets, where some of the denizens have perished in the haunting. The next morning, Violet returned to the shop she had visited once first arriving into town, finding a peculiar magical effect in the junkyard. While Craeloth had tagged along with Dalby to investigate an issue at the warehouse where the wooden door and door jamb edges had been damaged forcibly by something from the night before. Ultio slyly made his way around town trying to make sure there was not a better reward in store for his newly found compatriots before the group decided to leave the town in search of the evil witch that they had heard so much about. You guys are currently making your way through town towards the northern exit. While you guys are walking, everybody make me a perception check.
Roll. Oh. I can use the big one. I had no wisdom modifier, right?
21.
21.
Wisdom modifier is what it is?
Yes. 15. Yeah, look at that Storm King Thunder dice, baby. 12, 15, 21. With we will start out at the. All right. Robert, you see this. On the northern side of town, you see Dalby. All of you see this, okay? And then it's going to trickle down as we go. On the northern side of town, in the far distance, kind of towards the edge, you see Dalby, the captain of the guard, with the deployment of guards, and he's gathered around speaking to a couple groups of halfling, maybe families or friends, whatever. Anyway, there's a group, and they look like they're kind of ready. Like they've got on some sturdier leather, and they're carrying pitchforks or torches. A couple of them have like a rusty mace or a scythe. And it seems that Dalby is giving some sort of talk to this group of people. Violet, Craeloth, you see that, and you also see a cart with an orc and dwarf that you met formerly in the Little Giant Inn, and they are actually somewhere seemingly have finally found a wheel that's better size. It looks like they've kept the wheel that Violet retrieved and they just put it in the back. And it looks like maybe Duma and Najard were able to find some different things to patch the wheel, and they're currently working on it. And you also see Dalby talking to this amount of people. Violet, with 21, you see those things, but something catches your eye. As you all are all walking past this, kind of in the direction to where Dalby's talking to all these people, which is at the northern gate, or northern exit. To your right behind the Little Giant Inn, kind of like if you went out the back door where the stables are, there's like a small porch and things, you see a cloaked figure in black. And with the 21, you see, it seems he hands something over to Hank John in this area. Roll me intelligence checks, general intelligence check. 18. You would assume this is some sort of payment.
Like a coin purse.
And that's what you guys see. What do you do?
So we're heading toward Dalby.
Yeah, he's kind of at the northern exit, giving some sort of speech to, or talk, or anyway, he's explaining something to this group that's surrounded him.
I'll tell these two. Go see what's going on with Dalby over there. I need to go talk to Hank John for a minute.
I was going to anyway, but now I don't want to because you told me to. But I'll go anyway.
Alright, so...
I kind of hang back and make a slow approach.
Okay,
So
so
maybe they don't know
Craeloth,
I'm
you're just kind of approaching with your buoyant bugbear self. Ultio, you kind of slide, take like a wide berth around.
Going to Hank John.
Okay. Or you want to go like, how do you want to go like front like you normally would, or you want to go like straight beam line right to it?
Go around to the front of it. You got to go in, actually in, like I'm going in the inn.
Okay. We'll do that piece first, and then we'll catch up. All right. So you make your way back through town. Kind of, you've seen something going on, so you're making your way over there to it. Keep in mind, guys, it's probably I think noonish maybe, because you all woke up and you did a few little things in the town, and then you made your way. You're about to leave to head towards this investigation or witch hunt, whatever you want to call it. So you approach the inn. Looks normal, just as always is. You open the door, opens. There's a few people inside. Nothing much going on out of ordinary.
Okay, I'll walk up to the bar and ask for Hank John.
Okay. There is like a smaller halfling woman who's frying some eggs and biscuits and any kind of 11Z food that you would get. She turns around. She says, how can I help you?
Yeah, I need to speak with Hank John for a minute. He mentioned knowing something about the witch in the woods.
Oh, right. Well, he's currently with a business partner. Can you give him about 5 or 6 minutes?
Yeah. I'll wait.
I'll let him know. She goes through like it's like the old saloon, takes us. I forget what the name is. It Venetian doors? Is that what they call those?
I would just call them bar doors.
bar doors. We're just gonna go bar doors.
Doors.
Yeah, swinging
Saloon doors.
saloon doors. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So she goes through there. A few minutes pass. She comes back, and Hank John's actually with her. And he walks back in there. He's like, "Oh, Violet, am I right?
Yeah.
What can I do for you?"
Yeah. Do you have somewhere we can talk? I'd like to speak more about this witch, but I don't want to frighten the customers.
Oh, yeah. You want to come into my office?
Yeah. that'd be-
Yeah. He invites you on back. You go through those same doors, and on the right, it's a very small room, and it's got it's like a pub table, like a little circle table, and it's got this real high kind of booster seat chair that he climbs up on and sits on. There's a bunch of empty and knocked over tankards. The table's reeks of old alcohol. You know, it just stinks in here in general. He's got a bunch of papers that some have been spilled on, some are not. And he kind of pulls, it's like a stool that's half broken. It tilts. He pulls it up. Here you go. And he sits down. He's like, "About this witch, eh?"
Yeah. We're thinking about going after her, and I was just wanting to get as much information as I could.
Well, what would you like to know?
Well, what all has she been seen doing around town?
It's
I know-
not so much in town. It's been mostly reports from the farmers and travelers through talking about that there's been rumors she controls spiders and the trees bend to her will. Storms she can call upon on the sunniest of days.
So, kind of like a magic user. Okay, I'm just trying to get a handle on what we're getting ourselves into.
At this moment, you hear on the back door.
You need to get that?
Just a minute. No, so this is more important.
Is that your business partner, the lady out there told me about?
Yeah, we could call him that.
Can I inside check?
Mhm.
19.
You gather that he is telling you the truth, that he seems to be forthright. Yeah, it is a business partner, but he also seems to be reserved on how much he's going to allow you to know. He's not really nervous that you heard him or that you're asking if it's a business partner. It's more of maybe this business he just kind of wants to keep to his own, so kind of.
Does your business partner help fund the inn? The inn?
No, he stays here sometimes. He's really racked up a pretty large tab, but yeah, it's more of a scratch my back, scratch your back kind of business deal.
So it has a tab. Is that why he was paying you out in the alley behind the inn?
Yeah. With the 19, he seems like, okay, I didn't know she saw that, but yeah, okay.
Okay. Well,
Can you hang on just a minute, Violet?
yeah.
He goes over to the door. What do you want to do? Or you want to turn and look? Because right now your back is to the door.
Yeah, I'd like to at least see what this person looks like.
Okay. So he opens the door.
Try to.
Roll me a perception check, just a second.
10.
10. With a 10. You see a human male. He is probably in his late 20s. He has black hair, black facial hair. Wearing a black cloak, seems to be pleased. His facial expression is like something he wanted completed has been completed. He feels accomplished is a good word, and probably you can sense a little bit of eagerness to his face. He kind of has like a sly grin, and he's rapidly telling Hank John something, and then with the 10, and then he turns and leaves, and Hank John pulls the door shut.
Okay. Just so I remember correctly, he was handing Hank John something before.
You saw this figure hand something over to Hank John. Yes.
Just making sure.
Right, and at this point, since you're invited back there, sitting on the middle of this pub table that Hank John's kind of using as a desk is a coin pouch. And I mean, it's obvious that there's coins in it.
Yeah. Okay. Did he come back to sit down?
Yeah, he's coming back. He's like, impatient.
It's an awful hefty tab he's racked up there, looking at the coin pouch on the table.
He kind of looks around. Yeah, let me tell you something. I've got to confess to you. This man has been wanting me to spread rumors about the witch. I don't know what all she's done. I don't know what she's been into. I just know that he told me to say those things and get the town riled up about it and to blame the town on all this stuff. I'm not sure exactly.
So he wanted you to blame the witch for the things going on in the town?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And he paid me quite well to do it.
I can see that.
I'm an old warrior, and I spent my time with the Sentinels, and I'm done with that life. I like running this inn, and I like drinking a lot. So, with that being said, if it's easy to make coin, I see these people every day. I'm going to speak to them. I'm going to tell them what they want to hear, especially when the payment is enough to take care of rent or pay off my repairs for many years.
Did you ever think that this might put the town in danger?
That's what the Sentinels are here for, right? The mayor and the lawmaster pay them great coin, tax me heavily to take care of the town for the Sentinels. That's not on my plate.
But if the patrons and people that come in your inn aren't safe, they're not going to come out to your inn or your bar.
That is, that is true.
And then you'll make less money and have even less.
Hasn't happened yet. Few dying here and there. Maybe it is the witch. I don't know. I'm just telling you what the guy told me to say. I did have fun bashing heads with you the other night, though.
Yeah, that was fun. What all do you know about this man?
Well, 19. He's some sort of apprentice. He continues to talk about the university in some other land, and he goes on something about the Fourth Assembly is trying to change things. He kept saying his master's name over and over, that he was being sent through Master Keyray. That was his name. He keeps talking about, I don't know, some arcane mumbo jumbo, the Fourth Assembly this. I need to find this certain person. This whole mess of stuff. Anyway, if you're going to pay me 1,000 gold to speak rumors, I'm going to speak them.
One last question for you, Hank John. Do you really think there's a witch?
I've not traveled north in quite some time. The last time I went, though, I did see the webs, and I saw. Do you know where the Whispering Woods are? Roll a history check.
20.
On your way down through, you would have saw a. You were probably like half asleep when you were riding in the cart with Duma and the Jard. You were probably, you kind of like, drowsily woke up when y'all hit a major bump or something, kind of looked over, and you saw that there was a sign that was painted, or it was stuck in the ground, old wooden sign, crudely engraved in it, Whispering Woods, but had a big red X painted across it, and then danger. So kind of, sort of where the area is at. So,
I mean, I've got an idea of where it is.
well, they say she lives within the Whispering Woods. Have I personally seen her myself? No, I don't know what it could be up there. I have no idea. But I know there's been a few trying to make it there, including this apprentice guy. He was unable to get through, so I don't know what his purpose is. Maybe he needs more help to get in.
That's what it sounds like. Sounds like you want somebody to clear the path for him.
Maybe, I don't know.
Is this group out here talking to Dalby? What's going on with that? Do you know?
They're wanting to, there's a reward. I don't know if you heard. 500 gold to bring the witch back.
Well, that was a public reward, but yeah.
Yeah, I saw some guards earlier today near the town square, driving it to the ground, putting a posting up. I guess maybe some of these poor farmer folk think 500 gold pieces could take them a long way. Maybe get on the Maple Dock and passage out of the sea. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live here much longer either. And I flip him a gold piece and I walk out.
Appreciate it, buddy. Come back anytime.
I doubt it, but
Alright, so now you're leaving to head back. You guys, while Violet kind of slipped away to do that stuff, you all kind of approach Dalby, and he's going on talking about how, the witch, if all possible, can be brought back alive for some questioning. She deserves a proper trial. All these different things. And you see her, Dalby is a tall, slender half-elf amongst a mass of small halflings. And he has a scroll that he unfolds as you guys approach. So you're approaching directly. Ultio, kind of where are you? I'm trying to feel out where
I
you're
am
at.
just creeping.
Okay, so there's a dirt path that's probably 20, 25 feet or so wide, and then there's like Jake Sam's junk on the left, which is like, there's like a building with a fence and it has all kinds of crap out in it. On the right side is some stables that have fence posts and porches and that's the type of stuff. Hitch posts.
I'm not like doing the cartoony
Right.
thing, but I'm just kind of
lurking around.
Yeah, just staying out of sight. Just
Okay.
not like.
So you're
I'm
close
in
enough to hear, though.
Yes.
Okay. As he unrolls the scroll, he says, "It has been justified that the Drow witch on the hill northeast of Follyfield must be brought in alive for a trial. Reward of 500 gold pieces will be given to the captors. Do not kill her, for she is innocent until proven guilty. If she is the murderer, she will be put to trial as well, and crime is punishable by hanging." He hands the scroll over to one of his little guardsmen there. "That is all I have to say. Please take care. Be on your way." Some of the groups there begin to disperse. A lot of them heading north towards where the supposed witch would be. What do you guys want to do? Violet's not with you. She's kind of somewhere else right now.
So that was Dalby giving that speech. I'll go to Dalby as they're finishing. Do you think that sending these townsfolk to attack this witch is wise?
It's not me sending them, Craeloth. It's of their own will and volition. I offered to send guards, and they said no. The Sentinel's already taken enough of our money.
I hope we have a town when they come back. If they come back.
Yeah. Something's changed. Recently, it seems like the town is, I don't know, like rebellious almost in nature. Like they're hateful towards the guards and hateful towards the lawmaster and the mayor, and they think that we're against them when really we have their best interests at heart.
When has this sour mood began? This recent?
It's been building, I kind of think. I think it's over time, you know, taxes get higher. King Matthias, some believe he's lived too long. After all, I mean, this is his 172nd year of reign. It's quite odd for a human to live past 100, 120.
There are definitely some magical forces at play.
Yeah, it's, a lot say he keeps getting greedier. You know, before I was sent here, I had there was a banquet in the Stammerin Keep. I saw King Matthias sitting at the table, young and beautiful as ever. Strange to be 90 some years old.
You're saying he's not an old man?
No, just as young as you or I.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's some say it's the power of the throne, others say blessed by Bahamut for being the chosen one. You know, he's got every accolade in the book. Matthias the builder, the benevolent, the liberator, the destroyer.
172 years, you get a lot of rewards.
The banisher. He has it all. He's outlived almost all of his compatriots. Some say he's driven himself mad. Keeps collecting money to go on expeditions, searching for things that don't exist. Strange.
That's a mystery for another time, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's where it boils down to, though, because he keeps raising taxes, especially on the halfling nation. You know, halflings in the Barley Sea asked to be a part of Stammerin's kingdom.
Yeah.
Begged to be a part because they wanted the protection.
But at what cost? Apparently they found out.
They pay. Not only do they pay gold, they pay in grain. I think tensions continuously rise, especially when events like last night happen, which has been the first of that nature. You know, we deal with the rogue owlbear or wolf troop ever so often. But I think last night was a tipping point because, you know, I mean, we weren't prepared for that. We lost a lot of, I think I lost 5 well-trained soldiers, and then there was 10 or so townspeople slain.
That's what worries me about them all going off here. They barely have weapons. They're rusty pickaxes and scythes.
I'll be honest with you, Craeloth, especially your type, you know, it's a wonder they even allow you to stay in this town. They're very to their own. I'm pretty sure they hate me. But, you know, it's my duty and my command to take care of this place. And I will until I can't, or I'm told differently.
That's very noble. Well, we've made a deal with the mayor to bring some of my people here to help protect these townsfolk, if they'll accept us. That's another story, but hopefully I'll get my party together. We'll try to go and fight this witch before these townsfolk get there.
I wouldn't hold your breath on it, Craeloth. There's probably far better places to find an embassy for your people of
Maybe we could just work our way up.
yeah. Halflings, especially in this area, I don't know. They don't like outsiders much. But good luck. So you guys are also going to go hunt? I'm going to try to get a troop of guards to at least stand at the base of the hill. I'm going to wait to let these go because they're so adamant, and I don't want to have a skirmish between guards and townspeople if it's avoidable.
Yeah, good idea. We'll also keep an eye out.
Good luck.
Yeah, to use what? I'll head off. I'll wait for Violet and Ultio.
I'm just slowly following. Yeah,
So
just
Ultio,
staying.
you kind of walk up to where Craeloth is. I would say
I just stealthy.
Violet, you're like coming around the corner now, and so you're still probably 500-600 feet away or so. But you see Ultio and Craeloth standing there talking.
What did Dalby have to say?
Is Ultio a man or woman? I don't know.
He's a man.
He's sending the townsfolk to fight this witch. I don't think it's a good idea. I think we should probably go try to fight this witch before they get there, because I don't think they're going to last. You saw the skirmish in town killed guards, much less townsfolk.
Yeah, I've
They
got
don't even really have weapons.
a weird feeling about this witch.
Why so?
While we were walking up, I saw Hank John behind the inn. Looked like he was being bribed. A man put a coin purse in his hand.
Right.
And yeah, so I went and I questioned him a little bit, and the man was paying Hank John to spread rumors about the witch.
What'd this man look like?
Late 20s, human, male, black facial hair, had a black cloak. I didn't get a real good look at him.
Did you see him out here? Did you see him just meandering?
I'll look around. Do I see him?
Roll perception check.
10.
Maybe we should
I know.
find this man before we go hunt down this witch.
Yeah, the man mentioned he's an apprentice of some kind. I'm guessing from the 4th Assembly. I think that's what Hank John said. Said that his master told him to spread rumors about this witch. I don't know what all that means, but I think these people are walking into a trap of some kind.
Definitely has a weird feel to it. Hank John accepted this bribe.
Yeah.
Interesting behavior for a paladin.
Yeah, he seemed a little disgruntled. It was a lot of money though, like 1,000 gold.
Yeah, something's up here.
That piques my interest.
Maybe we should find the witch and warn her. Maybe she's innocent. She's a scapegoat in some kind of scheme.
Yeah, they're looking to pin something on her. It seems like.
Said she's a
Or
drow.
maybe-
They're not trusted. And I know something about not being a trusted person. My people feel that are treated the same way. So maybe we should help her
Yeah.
or find out the truth.
Part of me wonders if they're trying to empty the town to do something.
Just kind of scowl at Craeloth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You're right over there.
There's a reason your people aren't trusted.
I know. They've lost all trust. My people around here have no other opportunities. We'll try to change that.
I think we need to try to find this black cloaked figure. I was so confused with what was
Okay, so we
happening.
go after the witch, or we go after this man giving the bribe.
I think we need to go talk to Frank John. It might sound like he has some money in this for us.
Who's Frank?
Hank John. He might have-
okay.
Oh, hey, John. And Frank's his brother.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Half the names are hard to keep up with.
I don't think Hank would be one of the ones to part with this kind of money. But if we, I don't know, I feel like if we pursue the witch, we have a pretty good chance of running into this guy anyway. So, I don't know.
I say go for the witch because the whole townsfolk we went after with murderous intent. And as you told us, there might be forces that sending her. She might be innocent. We should warn her.
I have a pretty good feeling that she's innocent.
There's obviously larger powers at play here. Do you really want to be on their bad side? If they have the kind of money to throw around 1,000 gold pieces?
Well, I'm not saying we go and necessarily thwart what they're doing, but we need more information. We literally don't know why they're doing what they're doing.
I said,
If, at the least, we should at least go and maybe try and keep some of these townspeople alive because they're not going to make it there.
What if we go north to where the witch is located? We find some townsfolk on the way and tell them we've found tracks leading away and send them in the wrong direction.
It's a pretty good idea. Point them somewhere safe.
Yeah, and then we continue on. Just send them. We don't tell them to go back because they probably wouldn't listen. They're very stubborn.
Yeah.
We just lead them in the wrong direction.
I'm good with that plan.
I just kind of shrugged my shoulders.
Okay.
About this time you hear, "Ah, damn piece of shit!" You turn around and the wheel that he was working on just falls to the ground. And Duma smacks him on the back of the head. "You stupid bloke!" And Duma kind of looks around. "Violet!"
Walk over there.
I was doing some inventory. Seems I'm missing a crate full of silks for some lord in Maple Dog. If you have a moment, could you possibly track it down for me?
I mean, I'll keep my eyes out. Do you have a lead?
I think it's... You remember where you found us near that tree when the first this wheel we're still struggling with broke?
Yeah.
You have a general idea.
Yeah.
There's probably a few packages there that fell. I thought I grabbed most, but a few of the boxes broke and I had to combine some different things. The Jard here must have not loaded one of the crates before we left. I know you were very tired and injured, so I don't expect you to remember a lot. But if you're passing by there, could you at least give it a look, glance over?
Yeah, I'll keep my eyes out.
Much appreciated.
No problem.
Is Najar the dwarf or the half?
Duma's the half.
I don't know any of those people, do I?
You saw him briefly once you appeared in the tavern, or in the inn. Alright.
So, northward?
Yeah. You coming, Ultio?
Yes.
As you all begin up the northern exit, heading up the northern path, going along where the proposed witch is, crowds of people come to see. A lot of these groups exit. You see some of the halfling troops give hugs to their kids and wives and whomever. They ready themselves and they set out north. You all guesstimate it's going to be almost 5 hours, 6 hour journey north through the winding path. So as you all make your way, I need someone to roll a d20.
Alright.
Start with you.
Natural 20. I'm glad I use it when it's useful.
On an encounter
All
table.
Yeah.
all of a
It's
sudden,
wonderful.
you appear right in front of the witch, like magic.
All of a sudden,
Interesting.
a white dragon appears.
Does it have blue eyes?
Well, guys, it was a good campaign.
About 2.5, 3 hours winding through the dirt trail that connects Follyfield to Topples is the road that you're technically on. It's normally traveled by merchants, charters, signal guard patrols, and now it's decorated with troops of halflings equipped with torches and various weapons. On one side of the dirt path is the barley sea with waves and waves of grain anywhere from 3 to 5 feet high as they wiggle and wisp elegantly as the wind kisses over the top of their stalks. On the other side, there's a slight embankment that gradually rolls down to a slow-moving, soft-sounding river about 20 or so feet across. The brownish green, muddy, murky water flows slowly back towards the town of Follyfield, and the woods on the other side of the river continue to grow thicker and thicker as more trees and undergrowth and brush begin to block out the sunlight and darkness. The trail continues to wind up and down the river valley in the floodplains in between Stokely's Hills and the Barley Sea.
Can I say something before we get too deep into this journey? If we're passing halflings, I want to start trying to go up to the halflings. You know, if there's like a troop, especially if I saw them saying goodbye to their kids, and I want to go up to them and just say, "Excuse me, I saw that you had a family, and I want you to succeed in this. I listened in and heard the guards talking about how they're sending all the townsfolk in the wrong direction because they want the money. The witch is to the east. You're going the wrong direction."
If I hear this, I'm willing to walk behind Craeloth and touch him on the back to give him guidance.
You're saying it loud enough to where...
Oh yeah, I'm talking out loud.
Roll a persuasion check.
With a D4.
The D4.
How far off into the distance does this grain go? Does it like follow the road all the way down?
How far in distance is what?
The grain, the 3 to 5 foot grain.
Oh, it's as far as you can see.
That's
I just-
18.
I step over into it.
Just kind of...
Yeah.
Okay.
18.
Roll me a stealth check with advantage just to see what you get. 18. I would say there's probably, Follyfield is a small town, but even in a small town in Manola, probably still consists, I don't even know what word I was trying to say, consists of, 700-ish residents. So I would say that there's probably 20, 25 groups of families that are going through. I would say you probably convince half, or maybe a little bit over half, to turn eastward.
Just 21.
Good enough. Alright. As you all up the winding path, Ultio, suddenly the wheat and the grain has a break in it. And you see a fresh mound of dirt. And there's a single stick sticking out of one end of it.
Do I know what the, like, I have a feeling I know what this is. Does Ultio know what this
It's
is?
a grave.
Yeah.
Recently made grave.
Does it look shallow?
It does look shallow.
Can I just brush the dirt back?
Yeah.
So I just,
Takes you about 3 or 4 minutes. You guys roll a perception check, just a second.
6.
11.
No idea. So you find this and you kind of look around and it's just like a break. You can see the path. It's a little, you can see the halfling groups and you can see Craeloth and Violet walking, and you probably guess you've got a few minutes and you'll have to catch up, but you got a few minutes to see what's going on here.
I brush the dirt back. What do I see?
You brush the dirt back, you see the back of a woman's head with blonde hair. She is wearing like a duster kind of style thing. She is face down. She is a human. And she seems to have been executed by a throat slice.
I check her pockets.
Investigation check.
Oh, that's a +0. Nine.
Okay. As you look all over, it's not so much that I was going to take away from what you found, it's just going to take you longer to find it.
Right.
So as you frisk this woman, she's blood-soaked. As you're going, the wounds look like a rapier or dagger. This was assassination of some sort. She seems to be almost picked clean out of her pouches. You do find a coin pouch that has 27 gold. You find down in a pocket that's tucked far away.
Any more money?
For just
Okay.
we'll keep it easy. I'm not going to break
That's
it down
fine.
real far. tucked way deep down in a pocket on the side of her boot, you find a golden pebble. And as you look at this golden pebble on the inside, it kind of looks like, not really a lava lamp, but you know, like those little pool toys that on the inside is like sparkly, different colors of things, and it kind of moves underneath it. You know what I'm talking about? It kind of looks like that. It's like ever moving, swirling around itself, golden sparkle. And as you touch it, it's got a little warmth to it. Not hot, but it's not cold like a normal stone or rock would be. It's got a little bit of warmth to it. That's what you got.
I kind of cover it back up best I can in a hurry.
Okay, so you guys, as you're continuing on, after I guess 5 minutes or so, you realize Ultio's not with you.
See Ultio?
No, that's typical.
That guy's
He shows
wild
up.
card.
Yeah.
I just stay. I'm following them, but just hidden in the tall peak because I'm only about 4 foot tall. So
All right.
Down the tall grass.
Eventually,
I don't have any Pokemon.
you guys come, or the trail comes to a point where the river flows extremely. It'd be better at sound. The river flows slowly back towards. Hang on a second, I've lost my place. Eventually, the trail comes to a point where the river flows extremely shallow, and there seems to be some sort of river rock makeshift bridge that's been built across the shallow water. Although now there's a small trickle of water that flows over the rocks, and it seems to be damaged on one side of it, but still probably functional. Not just going to be an easy walk across, but you can still make it through. There is a few missing pieces that would make the bridge rather perfect, but nature has been delicate with it by letting the forest wrap some of the roots and branches on the way across it. It is just barely above sections of flowing water, while other sections are covered by the water. And you see some small dragonflies and other pond or creek insects buzzing about. As the water flows, a slight cool breeze rises off the top of the water as a small spray seems to glide through the air. Several of the halfling venture parties have stopped shy of the bridge, and fear is so evident that it can be smelled and felt in the air. You can tell that they really are beginning to second guess what they're doing.
Are halflings known for the bravery?
Apparently.
Not these. Most of the halflings from the village have never crossed this bridge, and just the type of fear surrounded by the essence of stories and legends about the Whispering Woods, or even more so now with the witch. A lot of these patriarchs and their groups turn not worth it. Some of them disband and head back to Follyfield, believing the reward is not worth the danger, and some are just plain afraid of the witch. Although a couple of the groups make their way across. It would be more, but you turn half away. A couple of the groups make their way across, shaking in their armor with weapons drawn. As the first group begins to ascend the dark and gloomy trail towards the top of the hill.
It's unfortunate you all are going into these woods for no reason. Who knows what else is out here? We know the witch is in the other direction.
This is our gold, not yours, bugbear. Go back to your people.
How much gold do you need?
500.
You won't find it here.
The Sentinels will pay when we bring the witch back.
The Sentinels are going to get the witch themselves. Because they're east where the witch is at. You're going the wrong direction. You'll find soon enough.
Persuasion.
I hope.
I'll give it to you.
21.
21?
Yeah. I've done nothing to try to help this town. I'm trying to help you and your family.
Give us half.
I'll give you 100 gold to split. That's the best I can do.
We're waiting here.
You wait wherever you want.
We'll be here, bugbear. You better succeed. Don't make us come in after you.
For 100 gold,
Yeah.
you can have it now. I reach in my pouch. Go back home. You have no business here.
The patriarch of this group. Fine. He takes that.
Go back to your family. And remember the kindness I've done you.
I was gonna start stabbing people.
It won't be forgotten.
Do we see Ultio yet?
How deep is this river?
I assume he would have to come out of the barley at some point since we're at this river.
How deep is I can breathe underwater. Like,
Where the bridge is, it's probably just like a foot or so.
I have eyes.
But, distance like 300 or so feet away.
Two
You can
feet
see
deep. You just
I just slither like a snake out of the barley just down into the water.
I'm a smack.
Have you made yourself visible yet, or are you still kind
I'm
of...
still trying to hide.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to look for him to see if I can see him.
Alright. Stealth check against perception check.
Not these, I did not roll.
I like the red one last time. Let's go green.
Bad.
Natural 20.
Oh, it was it really? You
there.
son of a gun. I don't have advantage anymore, do I?
No.
Oh, come on, baby. That would be a 13.
26.
So, as you're like, dang it, where's he at? And you kind of start scanning the horizon, and much like a small dog running through snow or weeds, you see the barley wiggling as it gets closer and closer to your direction.
Should have known we'd be hiding over there in the weeds.
We've turned away all the halflings now. Find the witch.
So did we get all of them?
There's still one group.
Oh.
How many are in this group? This one group left.
Probably 6.
Okay.
Stubborn bunch.
They're kind of, they're like standing on this side of the bridge, kind of looking. With 26, while you were looking for Ultio, and you kind of scan, just on the other side of the bridge, you see the cloaked figure.
That's him.
Do I
No.
see the cloaked figure?
That's him.
Oh, perception check. With
How did he-
disadvantage, because you're on the other side of the...
He beat us here.
We kind of, talking to all those people,
Oh,
he
yeah.
might have left straight.
Perception, you're saying? Let me find it on here. Look at both of those. It's 8.
Why'd you have a man?
You don't see him currently, which is where you are. Because you're really just seeing a bunch of grain.
Yeah.
Alright. What you guys think?
And he's on the other side.
He's already crossed.
Is he watching or is he walking up the trail?
He's kind of
Or is he,
stopped
like,
and he's just
hiding, or-
no, he's just out in the plain.
Like-
He's stopped and he's just looking up at the.
Like we're looking at his back.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not watching us.
No, he's got his back to you and he's kind of looking. He's kind of like this as he's looking at the trees and the whispering wood groves as he's.
Yeah.
It's like he's just contemplating something.
Violet, you want to talk to him?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to if we can get to him.
Hey!
No, but
Hey, you!
He turns.
Come here!
Puts up a hand.
Hey, come here!
So I realize they're talking to somebody now, right? And they're focused on him, because I don't know that he's seen or she's seen me yet. This is the time I just start across to the other side of the river, still over him.
So you're still kind of behind them.
Yeah.
You're crossing over. Okay.
I'm trying to creep up to see who they're talking to.
Okay.
we're not across it yet.
Yeah, he's coming back across.
Oh, so he's coming.
He's coming back across the bridge. So,
So if they're focused on him, though, I'm still going to the other side of the bridge.
Okay. alright, we'll get to that in just a second. He comes back across the bridge, and now you see a man who looks like this.
He looks
What's all
strong.
that shit come out of his hands?
Here, you guys can check him out.
He looks strong.
I like his mustache.
That's hard to do.
That had to have been a small paintbrush.
It was a push pen. It's a toothpick.
Pretty nice.
Well, that's dope.
You see a human man come across, jet black hair, jet black kind of mustache, and a Fu Manchu kind of style with a miniature spear-like soul patch. Probably in his late 20s. Dressed in... His cloak kind of opens up. Oh, you were trying to show the camera.
I was going to ask, did you want to show the camera? But I was going to wait until it was a part we could cut.
His cloak kind of opens up, and you see this gold, strangely semi-familiar gold with kind of reddish-orange embroiderment. Remind you a little bit of the monastery
Similar
kind of
to
stuff.
what I'm wearing.
Yeah. And he has various little, like an adventurer's belt with various pouches and pockets and different things. His eyes have a glittering flash of like a blue-green kind of essence to them. Very pure skin, immaculate jawline, very like well-dressed, well cleaned up person. He comes across, he says, "Hello. How are you?"
What is your goal here? Your goal here, sorry.
My goal?
Yeah.
My goal is to get through this whispering grove that almost killed me last time.
So you thought you would get a bunch of townsfolk to help escort you through?
Townsfolk.
Can I hear them?
Roll perception.
I'm on the other side of the river.
Townsfolk, or as intended, this group of adventurers that showed up not too many days ago.
13.
Yeah, you catch. First things first. I'm Cortland Tabor.
What? Say that again?
Cortland Tabor.
Can you say it without the accent?
Cortland Tabor.
Okay.
I
He's a
am.
hole.
Yeah, he is. I am an apprentice of Amastacia of Ultio University.
Duck toe.
Duck toe.
Like duck, quack, quack, toe.
Dirktol
Dirt toll.
University.
He's the what of the university?
Apprentice.
I'm an apprentice of Amastacia.
I thought he said princess.
I did too.
Your accent's very foreign.
You talk fatty.
You ain't from Hawkins County.
Folks, that's how we really sound. I am here looking for an operative of the Wreath.
The wreath.
The Wreath, have you...
Heard
The
of the
camera
wreath?
flickered. I don't know if that means anything. Ours did. Sorry. I just saw it.
Still good.
This
As far as I
one's
know.
good.
Everything's still moving.
It just flickered.
Yeah, we're still recording. Looking for an operative of the Wreath. Secret organization of druids involved in checks and balances within the world. Ring a bell?
Ring a bell? Probably not.
No chance. Disadvantage chance, straight roll.
History?
Yes.
So I don't even need to roll?
Yeah, there's no way you're going.
3!
I think it's 10. It's not very high. So. Yeah, 10.
Craeloth, it seems like somewhere you've heard it before. You have no idea where.
Is Dirktol, is that on the home continent?
It's not.
Okay.
That is you would know that it is, you would also know, you probably wouldn't. It's in the Strong Plains.
That's right.
Yeah, Amastacia sent me here searching for an operative of the Wreath.
Do you think it's this drow witch everyone was hunting because of you?
I think the legend has been exaggerated, twisted, and added to.
By you?
No,
By Hank John after you paid him?
probably.
Got it.
Probably not my best idea. But you're here now. So possibly not a terrible idea.
You could have just came to us directly and then not sent all these townsfolk on a wild goose chase.
Or could've.
Or into danger.
The last
To
group,
their
I've
death.
sent them on a wild goose chase.
the last group I
It's a
approached
safe walk.
Yeah.
tried to kill me like You were kind, so I thought I would go a roundabout way this time.
So you thought you would put other people in danger instead of putting yourself in danger?
Well, I put myself in danger first, realized I couldn't do it, so I thought I would at least go again, maybe with some help.
Well, you've definitely
I make some rash
bothered our
decisions.
trust so far.
But you're here now. Will you help me?
If you can convince that other group of halflings that this isn't worth their time.
Fair
Trying
enough.
to keep them safe.
He walks over. He's like, fair enough, I just need you guys. He walks over to the other halfling group, hands them a coin pouch after a quick discussion, makes around and leaves. He comes back. Right.
Can I see how big the purse was?
Roll perception check.
More importantly, do I see how big the
Roll
cloak
perception.
was?
Oh, my
No.
It's an 8. Natural 2.
No.
And that 20.
Oh. You see that it was pretty big. You would guess about 1,000 gold.
I'm
He-
on the
he
other
looks at
side
you.
of the bridge.
He looks at you guys. He looks at you guys. He's like, help me with this. There'll be a reward of 5,000 gold to your troop. Gift from Master Keyray to anyone who assists me.
To find the wreath.
Find
Brief,
this member of the
Operative, witch, whatever you want to call her. I've spent many months tracking her down to here. I tried to ascend the Whispering Woods myself and was brutally beaten, to be quite frank. Barely made it out. So, I traveled to the nearest town, found Hank John, as he calls himself, at the Little Giant Inn, convinced him, through the means of gold, to spread some rumors, to try and get me some help. I never intended to have anyone killed. I mean, I was kind of hoping the guards would come, but these halflings here, they're kind of stubborn and to themselves.
You can say that again.
I'm not much of a fan, to be honest, but I need help.
I'm starting to like this guy.
What's going on me?
I mean, we were heading that way anyway, more to just talk to this witch, not put her head on a stick, but...
Oh no. Yeah, what happened last night was extremely weird. I watched from afar, to try not to meddle in too many things, but by the time I got to the town, it seemed you all had done quenched the undead issue, which is strange. I've not seen an uprising like that since Boss Day, but regardless, I'm trying to place what happened, and they think it's the witch that is evil, but no, this witch, she's not really a witch. She's...
But you spread the rumors that she was evil.
I told Hank John to say druid. He chose witch.
He probably doesn't know the difference.
What's your quarrel with this druid?
You don't really remember anything about the Wreath. So, the Wreath is an ancient group of druids who were created to keep the circle of time flowing without disruption and without destruction. Master Keyray has found that the Wreath is needing to be contacted to keep the Fourth Assembly in line because of now there is not a check and balance for that assembly. They have begun to integrate themselves within each and every governing kingdom as advisors to the king.
So you aren't part of the Fourth Assembly.
I am not. No.
What are the townspeople doing?
Which
The,
no?
the ones he gave the gold to.
They're just walking back.
How far away are they?
Probably 300 or 400 feet.
More trouble.
He goes on and he says, I was sent by Master Keyray of the University in Ducto. I have been commissioned to find an operative of the Wreath. I've heard of one who was close by and I thought I could go to her myself. Turns out the spiders are much more deadly than I thought. I need help clearing them out. So I paid Hank John to rally the town to come and help me progress up this grove. Untimely with the attack last night, it seems my intent was bolstered in the wrong direction. I also agreed to pay the innkeep some gold in exchange for getting the way cleared, or at least to help me get it cleared. Not my most honorable method, but now that you guys are here, we can be on our way.
How big are these spiders?
They're the biggest ones I've ever seen. I do believe they are huge.
Spiders.
Yeah, me neither. They're definitely large.
I didn't know that was a thing.
5,000 gold to make contact.
I just asked for conversation. I just need to get to her and ask her some questions.
And that's it. We get you to her 5,000 gold.
5,000 gold would give us.
Preferably back, but
Back to Folly Fields.
no, just through the Whispering Woods. To be honest.
Oh, I mean, I'm down if you are.
Yeah. Well, at least get us the maple dog.
Yeah.
Give us passage.
True.
Have you approached it?
No.
Still hiding?
Yes.
Well then,
Split 2 ways, that's pretty good. I don't think Ultio's even here.
Yeah, he must have left with the rest of them.
Yeah. 3 of us could handle these spiders.
Ultio?
Yeah, our Triton friend.
Yeah, he's the one standing about 80 feet back to the right in those bushes.
No, I'm on the other side of the river now.
It's his back.
Oh, fair enough. Is the bridge that long?
Let's see if he sees me. It's about 30 feet across.
He was ready for a sneak attack.
My vision's not the best, but anyway.
I just spotted him earlier, been tracking him.
He was ready for a flanking attack. That's how good we are. In fact, you should probably give us 7,000.
Since when are you the greedy one?
7,000 gold.
You just saw how efficient we are.
Jeez, okay. I thought she was going to go way harder than that. 7,000 gold it is. Alright.
Okay.
Can we proceed?
Really?
When I said 7, I really meant 10.
I said 70,000.
No, I'm just kidding. 7,000.
I like you, bugbear. Can we go?
I really want to cast
Either way.
cloud and rob this dude blind.
I mean, you can probably try.
Yeah, he'd probably kick my ass. Do you see his little...
He's got lightning hands.
Yeah, I like...
There's some major jazz hands going on over there. Either way. Can't be too strong. Some spiders beat up.
Yeah.
I've got +7 side hand.
I have +6 perception.
I don't know about plus stealth.
Gnarly tree trunks and branches reach out to hold each other over the broken dirt path. The trees sway and creak. This is some cool stuff. The trees sway and creak with moss-covered branches while the wind whistles through the thick layers of leaves. Swirls of vines and twigs, leaves dance across the ground and begin to snap and break as the wind sifts its way down from the top of the hill. Some of the halflings turn and run back, fearing what lies ahead. As you proceed, the dark hollow is decorated by massive globs of webbing, thicker in some places, while cocoons hang from various trees, probably containing some life form that will be a meal once ripe, or leftovers from one. The creaking hollow provides an eerie atmosphere, as all sunlight is blotted out by the gnarl-webbed canopy. It is dim, yet lit. The trees seem to slightly sway, with branches creaking like someone walking across rotting floorboards. A sound of slight clicking and almost chirps may be heard echoing from somewhere behind the trees or maybe from within. Ticks and tacks as a sharp needle dancing across a wooden rod or a dagger slightly prodding the top of the tavern table. Sounds grow louder and louder. It seems as if the darkness of the forest grows darker and attempts to swallow the path and all of those on it whole. When a set of glowing eyes, 8 of them, peer at you from within and vanish.
I'm gonna reach for my halberd.
Pull it out. You see,
Are you
I'm still creeping along. Y'all, I assume you all know I'm around, but
Cortland, you see some electricity arc from his palms.
Is he holding it like this?
Just like this.
he said, hey.
Be careful. I hit it make much farther than this. What do you guys do?
I guess I will look around to see if I can spot anything.
Yeah, do I see? I'm
like tracking
I'm
us
creeping
or
around. Do I see any bad things?
So you're kind of like, this is extremely dense. If you break off the little bit of the main road that there is, it's going to be difficult terrain because there's so much web.
That's fine.
So you're going to go through the web?
Yeah, I'm still.
Okay, so you move half speed.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're kind of going through there. Roll me perception check. If you want to roll perception.
Yeah, we roll.
Alright, Portland, roll
20.
19.
Dirty 20.
So you all did extremely good. As you look around, I mean, you see all those things as you've seen. You see bits and pieces of eyes flicker at you. Since you all rolled so well,
Baseball, basketball. How big are these eyes?
baseball.
Okay.
As you guys are continuing to make your way up this path, Ultio, a little bit slower through the webbing, you see a tree up in the distance that you swear moves. Since you all are paying attention, I need you all to roll a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Saving throw.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. 14.
17.
16.
You all are fine.
Wow.
As this massive branch, and then it as it hits the ground, you all kind of shift to the sides out of the way, and then it just slowly pulls back into the tree. And the tree goes still, and then begins to just barely sway once more.
Cortland, did you encounter this before?
Yes, the branches. Watch the branches.
How are we supposed to? I mean, the branches are everywhere.
Yeah, you don't know where it comes from. Best to keep an eye peeled. The branches weren't so bad. I mean, you can watch where the trees are. The spiders, however, they seem just to pop up.
Do the spiders and the trees? Do the trees affect the spiders?
Doesn't seem to.
And you say it's like dark, that the forest is like blotted out, the sun.
It's dark. It's just like if you would imagine a grove where like the trees just come up and the branches kind of join, and it makes a thick canopy. And there's just a bunch of web, and the path that you are on is probably 10 to 15 or feet so wide. That's not just completely covered by webbing. It's like a light webbing, not so much heavy stuff.
I can give us some light if you think it'll help, but it might make us a beacon.
The spiders already saw us anyway. Saw those eyes.
Yeah, if you don't have dark vision, I mean, you can only see probably whatever your maybe dim light's about 10 feet ahead of you.
I'm fine, but I don't know about you, human. Oh, this human guy right here.
He can't see. He's standing in the back, kind of like behind Craeloth.
I'll go ahead, put my shield, touch my shield. Light.
As you guys progress a few,
Yes, we keep going.
few more feet, roll me a perception check.
24.
15.
6.
DC your saving throws with advantage, straight roll.
What saving throw? Dex?
Yeah.
13.
I'm not
12.
rolling that dice again. 21.
Good. Just barely good. Bam. Branch comes down. Violet, you kind of see it. You put your shield. It scratches off your shield. Craeloth, it catches you in your calf. Knocks you to the ground. Not 3 points of bludgeoning damage. You're not prone.
Do I need to roll these? I'm not walking with them.
You're not, but I'm still counting this part of the trap. Other trees see you. It's not the same branch. It's a
Fair enough.
different branch. Portland suffers also 3 points of damage.
Look, do these trees, the branches that are attacking us, do they look any different than any of the other trees?
Roll a nature check.
Dump stat.
No, not really. 21. Wow.
I mean, they seem to be a little bit larger, but besides that, I mean, they're still. They seem to be the same species of trees. It's like deciduous trees through here.
So it's
Oaks
not
and
something that we
maples.
could like pick out to be prepared for.
So you've seen these 2 strikes. You're not 100% sure, but it seems to be only the larger trees have this ability.
Okay.
Do the branches seem where they could bend down? Like if we stayed really close to the trunks, would they be able to bend down that far? Is it that much movement, or is it just like a whip?
It looks like a whip.
Okay, so would I feel like if I got really close to the trees, they wouldn't be able to get to me?
If you got close to one side, probably that one wouldn't be able to, but one across the way
yeah,
would.
so okay.
So
Yeah, we're in the murder box.
it seems to be delicately enchanted the way it is for protection. And you are entering someone's protection field.
So we think that it's enchanted?
Roll me Arcana check.
11.
You're not entirely sure. You think it's a possibility, but you're not 100% sure.
If I had any possibility, I would see if they. I can take 10 minutes and I can be able to see magic things that could maybe help us, but it would take a minute to do.
Do you feel like this is an enchanted forest?
I don't know. I can't really tell. There's a chance, but I'm not sure.
Cortland, do you think this forest is enchanted?
I would say. Not completely sure. I think it's a possibility. I rolled an 11.
I mean, 10 minutes, as long as we're not getting bashed by trees all the time, I'm fine with it.
I can hear their conversation, right? So do you want me to roll 2?
Yeah, if you want to, roll an Arcana check.
Arcana.
If you want to, Craeloth, you can too.
I don't know anything on that.
Yeah.
A 14.
14. It's about the same. You think it's a possibility, but you're not entirely sure.
Okay.
I don't know if it's worth it.
I don't want
We
to
could
sit
be
still too
ambushed.
long, though.
Yeah, the spiders. Let's just keep moving.
Hello, Drow Druid. We come in peace. We just want to speak to you.
So you guys advance another 40,
Please don't
50
have
feet.
your trees smack us anymore. It hurt a lot.
Look,
I got
they're
Charlie
starting to
horse.
fall behind. They're probably 50 feet ahead of you
That's fine.
now. Perception check.
5.
23.
7.
Dexterity, saving throws, straight roll, advantage. Violet, Cortland's got advantage. And he's
15.
12.
oof, 23. Good. 1 point of bludgeoning damage. Another one strikes you across, and this one hits you in the shoulder.
Aren't you our tank?
I said we come in peace, Drow Druid, please. I don't think she can hear me.
You come up to a spot where the trees kind of bevel outward, making like a little loop within the pathway. You see several cocoons, some hanging from the branches of the trees, some form up on the ground as like miniature little stalks. The area seems oddly quiet.
Do we see any signs of life?
Roll a perception check.
Natural point.
Ooh.
You would guarantee this is probably a main spot for the spiders to be. Probably a area where they bring their meals to.
It's a good place to be.
Probably where they sleep in this around this area.
Stop, everybody. This is the spider nest.
Craeloth's like, shh.
Is there any way around?
I don't believe so.
Him saying that, can I like puff up a little sacred flame to shoot at the first spider that I see?
Yeah, radiant the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys see.
Spiders haven't even attacked us yet.
No, not yet.
You guys see Cortland out of his hands. This lightning. It's kind of like a lightning orb kind of appears around him. And you see like little arcs that are around him. He's like,
Is that going to hurt me? Do I need to stay away from
don't touch it.
Okay.
Don't touch it. Don't touch me.
Okay.
Social distance.
Yeah, so 6 feet apart. Don't touch it. So he, as the lightning arcs it all around the orb, it's like I gotta have my own protection. I've learned if I'm gonna do Master Kirai's bidding, I need to learn.
Can you give me one of those lightning bubbles?
Just me.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
If there's no way around, I guess we're going to run through.
I'll go first. With the
I run at this point because I hear the lightning shield. I'm running
Towards them or
still in the
in the
side
web?
part. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we have to keep going.
Yeah. All right.
Kind of hurt from the trees.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still fast. It just got me right on the calf meat. Oh,
I'll lead with the light.
So as you guys enter
weapon now.
into this opened area, Violet at the helm with her light, you see
Bad
various
idea.
cocoons.
Do you have anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
The forest grows quiet. The intense sound of the creaking branches swaying in the wind. You hear kind of look around. What do you guys think?
Do I see one?
Roll a perception check.
Am I there yet?
Not yet.
23.
It's you see. Yeah, I mean, you see what you would assume to be a spider that he's talking about. He jumps from like one branch, jumps to another one, flashes behind a tree.
Just keep moving.
I mean, I see one. I can take a shot.
Go for it. Burn it.
Second flame.
Dexterity saving throw, correct?
Yeah.
17.
Succeeds. So it takes 1 point of radiant damage. Roll a 3. Oh no, it doesn't take any damage.
It's
It's
cantrip, right? So, Sacred Flame, radiant light blast into the dead of night, or dead of dark in this tree, in this grove.
I think you just pressed it off.
More tapping.
Pause. The camera, I've noticed what it's doing now. It's like one of the cords is not plugged all the way in. Like it keeps flashing like a white, and I don't, like if you could rewind on the recording, it did it right when he was starting to cast Sacred Flame. I just don't want it to mess up the recording.
It won't mess up the audio. It might mess up the video.
I
But
didn't know if you
Is
wanted
it this?
to
The
change
main?
it.
The main?
It's the one that's looking at us.
Oh, okay.
I just keep seeing it out of the corner of my eye.
I haven't seen it on this side. It might be that TV.
Which I just, like I said, I didn't want
Yeah.
It could be the TV, like refreshing or something.
Mm-hmm. We'll just have to keep an eye on it.
And action.
Alright. So you guys are in basically this bolus of this path, where the path. You've cast Sacred Flame. I'll give you both an action.
I'm still running to
So
catch
you're
up.
just I'll say you'll catch up at this point. Do you want to enter into where they are, or do you still want to keep?
I'm hit.
Okay. Roll a spell check.
Am I in attacking range of anything moving?
Perception check.
10.
You don't see anything.
5.
You don't see anything either. Or no, that was your stealth check?
Yeah.
Even better. Good to know.
You feel very hidden.
Alright.
I'm just standing, like right out in the open, just like.
Oh, there's Ultio.
You're like pressed against a tree. But
Yeah,
How
my
did they
back's to you, although I'm just.
He's like in Grandma's boy. He's up against
No
the
need
wall.
to see my self.
your midsection.
Okay. Ultio, you are in this area. Violet. Let's move this.
Oh, here's Ultio. Put me out there.
Yeah, you're kind of on that side. Cortland's about right here.
So we're going this way.
Yeah, you all are going this way.
I said I was in the front.
Did you want to adjust the camera before we?
I'm letting you guys control the battle. All right.
Feel free to do.
I like it. Yeah.
Backwards. Oh, that's
Yeah,
tricky.
that just threw me off.
My chair is slowly.
Dropping down in front of you.
Well, hail.
Ultio.
It's not hidden anymore.
Thanks, he's hidden.
You are trying to creep through the webbing. It's really thick around your feet. And you feel something attempt to sink into your back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's a nasty looking thing. Makes my skin.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
Craeloth doesn't like it, and Travis is on it.
Alright, guys.
That looks like a.
Spiders.
It looks like a spider.
Why does it have to be a spider?
It's always spiders.
It's a brown recluse. That's some guy at work.
That just sounds like it sounds like something.
He calls them secluses. I said, what? He goes, they're very seclusive.
This is like a
Alright.
dissonance.
He is going to take
It could be.
a surprise attack on you because he heard you coming and then saw you try to crouch. He lunges at you with his fangs as they try to sink into your back. That is a 15 to hit.
Damn it. Yes.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oh, God, they're poisonous.
Oh God,
21.
you're good. Well, you take half damage. You take 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's good.
That was a max roll. And then you suffer 2 points of poison damage.
So 9 damage total.
Yes.
Not down.
And I'm down. So I'll get. He rolled really crappy stealth.
Yeah.
Do I see him?
You
already?
heard him go, ah! as he stabbed, he's like, he was trying to be so quiet, and then he's like, ah!
Did I get attacked or did I finish?
That's up to you. Maybe both at the same time. Maybe you're into that thing. Roll initiative.
Harder!
Initiative.
This is my initiative dice from now on.
I am sorry. God.
Yeah.
You shook the camera.
Chair. It's making me mad. It's slowly, it'll go.
You were talking about how comfortable it was before.
It was. It just started doing this.
25 to, or 25, 20.
I got a 20.
That's a little loud.
Ultio, 20 and 15.
15.
Nine.
Better than Courtney. Alright, Ultio, you're up.
My turn to try to attack the one.
Alright, so you're spinning around, going to attack.
I've got the 2.
Rapiers.
Yeah. 23 to hit.
Hits.
What is it I can do? what my first? No, it's just still 1d8 plus 3 of it. Like I don't get extra damage, right? No, it's the stealth.
You don't have sneak attack, so no.
I don't have sneak attack at the moment, though. The second one is dirty 20.
It's
So it's 2d8 plus 6 plus. Well, yeah. 9 plus 15 damage.
hits as the spider pulls its fangs out of your back. You turn around. Or no, you got breakers, right?
Yeah.
So you turn around, you're like, and you hit one in its fangs and one in its gut. And it's like, spider's turn.
You want the camera back on?
No, because it's going to see mine.
Good section.
Okay. Yeah. I'll web walk too. 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright.
Screw.
All spiders attacking Ultio.
We're not fighting the brown
Ultio attacking you first.
Uh-huh.
7.
No, misses.
Recalling after you struck it twice with the rapiers, it goes to lunge you. Kind of that fang you already stabbed, you walk off the end of it. The one going at Craeloth. 7.
Nope.
Misses as it goes to hit you. With your bugbear feet, kick it to the side.
Your bugbear feet.
The one attacking
Yeah,
you,
not bugbear feet. They're very different.
Violet, it is a
Natural
18 to hit.
18 is my armor class.
Alright, you
Shoot,
suffer
I gotta have my thing.
4 points of piercing damage and then you make a Constitution saving throw.
It's a natural 19.
Okay. 4 points of piercing, 4 points of poison.
So 8 damage.
Yes.
That was succeeding?
I succeeded and took 4 points of damage.
8.
Wait, if you didn't succeed, it's more than 8.
It would have been 8.
It'd have been 12 total.
The one is attacking Cortland. Misses. It gets close to him and sees the lightning and kind of thinks twice about it. Violet.
Well then. That changes things a little bit. I'm going to... get my spells. Do you have the burning hands thing over there?
I do.
Oh, nice. You've got goodies.
You should keep that in your box.
I'm just gonna, let's see. So I'm gonna stay in melee 5, 10, 15, get around behind it, and it's out of range still.
Just barely.
Oh, well, I was gonna do it anyway. So burning hands on the one in front of me.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Ride it. You should ride
Ooh, that is a 5.
So that's a fail. He takes 3d6 fire damage.
it. Nice. You should still ride it.
10 points of fire damage.
Woo!
All around this spider just becomes enveloped in flames. As the flames die out from your spell, he's completely charred. There's pieces of him that they're a little bit hairy, and it's all gone. It's just like a
Bald spider.
yeah,
Blistered up.
Yeah, blistered, completely just charcoal burnt leg. It's like breaking apart as he extends it. Craeloth.
Okay. How's that? Is that spider looking a little crispy, or is it still look
It's
crispy?
pretty crispy.
Okay. I'm gonna move up right here. Can I attack that within my 15-foot range?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to swing my halberd at the spider that got clipped. It's a 15 to hit.
Hits.
That is 9 slashing.
So as you come through with your halberd, hit it, just charcoal dust.
Action surge. Hit the one right there.
So you just continue swinging
Yeah.
on through.
Coming on through.
So this one's gone.
Yeah, one friend.
That's a 14 to hit.
Hits.
See? I'm not crazy.
7 slashing.
7 slash. You come through and you like lop off like a chunk of its kind of like its bell bottom section. You just cut into a piece of it.
The spiders are wearing bell bottoms.
You said what? 9?
7.
7. Is that all for your turn, sir?
That is it. Actually, you know what? Yeah. I'm done.
Cortland kind of looks aside and it's like, ugh. You see just fireball out of his hand land on the spider. It's gotta find my teams. After you had struck it, he hits it. Same thing with violet charcoals, and then just crumbles to the ground, gone. I need everybody to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Yours at disadvantage because you're in the web.
21.
9.
19.
Okay. Cortland. Craeloth.
You've been hit every time.
6 points.
I'm not very dexterous.
He moved the first. He missed the first.
Have a
The
plus
last
5 dex.
Ultio, you're up.
Let's
How
see.
you looking over there?
11.
Oh, wait.
I'd say lovely.
No, said 11.
Lovely.
Looking like 11.
Attack with my first one.
Go ahead.
17.
Hits.
I attack with my second one.
Okay.
12.
Miss.
Okay. So it's 1d8
Okay.
plus 3 is 9.
You come through with your rapier this time. The first one, you overstrike it. It kind of ducks, but then you're able to flip your sword around right in its head. Alright, the last one is going to attempt to attack Craeloth again. 13 to hit. Misses. It just glaps and it hits part of your armor.
Stay with my bugbear feet.
Your bugbear feet just pushing on his forehead like you can't get me. Bite.
I'm just gonna fire off a little sector flame.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yes, sir.
It's a 10.
It's a third, like 6 points of radiant damage.
Burst of this radiant arcane crackles across its body. It's looking pretty rough. Going down.
Way back for a minute.
Robert's looking for me.
Okay, we're to Craeloth.
Alright. I'm disgusted by this spider. I want it dead. I'm turning around. I'm swinging. With the halberd. Oh, that's not good. That's a 13 to hit.
Hits, just barely.
Oh, 14 slashing. That's max.
How do you want to do this?
I'm like, with my bugbear feet, like,
Poking down.
Just like,
yeah, like I don't even want to touch it. Like, ugh.
just crumbles on the ground.
It's hairy!
This dark green ichor splatters across.
I'm trying to get as little of it on me as possible.
Can I tell if the spiders were venomous when they attacked?
Yeah, you felt the poison try to go through you, but your body was able to kind of fend it off.
I don't know if I have anything to put in.
There's 2 more over there too. Around. Right here.
What comes in thieves' tools?
A lot big.
Got it. As you guys are, what do you guys want to do?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
The trees don't attack the spiders. I have an idea. I don't like it. Pick up a spider over top of us so the trees think we're just spiders. But I really don't want to touch it. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to take my cape and like make a barrier between me and the spider.
Okay.
I'm not lifting my-
Roll me
I'm down.
strength check.
Okay. That's full strength. That's a 18.
18. Yeah. I mean, you pick up the spider kind of holding. There's only 2 that's left. The other 2 were incinerated.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I don't need it.
and you don't even know. You just know that there's 1.
It's big enough to where like I can get Cortland to come in close to me if he drops that lightning bubble. Kind of get right in close to me with my bugbear snuggle.
Yeah, he will. Okay. And then he comes over and like gets behind you.
I
And
won't bite.
he kind of tries to help hold up. His arms are shaking.
Violet, you want to get under the spider?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself, though.
Okay. Ultio.
Oh, I'm kind of staying out of the way. I don't want anything to do with these people.
I'm not going to perform.
Okay. Alright, so you guys progress onward.
I'm trying to make it walk like a spider.
I'm
Cortland, use the
back to full.
Cortland, make the legs move.
I heal 12.
Cure wounds, you said.
Yeah.
Ultio, you still staying on the side as you go?
I'm telling Cortland to make the legs move.
Okay, he's like trying to.
We're trying to deceive the trees.
We'll
This
see.
is an odd circumstance that I'm in, but
You wanted our help. This is what you get.
I like it.
I don't.
As you all progress, the forest seems to go almost all the way to the top of the hill. The shadows grow increasingly closer as the trail winds deeper into the heart of the forest near the hilltop. There is finally a break in the trees, and the wind stops. There are no sounds apart from the croaking of a bullfrog or the small tweet of a blue jay.
Okay.
In the middle of the clearing, on a hill crest, it's a dingy, moss-covered cottage that has a thin line of smoke rolling out of the river rock chimney.
I'm chucking this spider down if I'm away from those attack.
Yeah, you're out. You're out.
Because it's disgusting. I'm gonna save it for later though. If you gotta go back.
A light rain shower crest over the top of the hill. As you guys exit the forest. What do you guys want to do?
So we just see path.
It's just the path kind of ends, and on top of this hill, I mean, it's just like wind blown, small, just normal looking grass. It's not extremely high or anything. And it's a cottage with a little bit of smoke rolling out of the chimney.
I'll go behind Cortland and wipe my hands on his back from the spider guts, but then also there you go.
He's like, no, don't touch me.
Okay.
Cleans itself right up.
I creep up to the house and see if I can get close to it.
Okay. Are you wanting to stay hid from everyone, or just?
I'm not. My goal's not to stay hid from everyone, but I'm not trying to make myself see. If that makes sense.
Seen by who?
Just I'm just sneaking.
Okay. Show me stealth check.
Portland, I guess this is where we're going.
Yes, finally. Let's go.
19.
You feel like you're hidden pretty well.
Lead the way.
As he's making his way up through there, since he's not really intending to be hidden by you guys, you all see Ultio.
Probably all critical role stuff. All their jokes.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, really. So as you kind of approach the side, and there's a small window. It's moss covered. You want to peek in?
Yes.
Roll perception check.
I
As
think
you-
we're just walking up.
As you guys walk up, the wooden door is filled with
I
knots.
look in the window like this.
What do you?
11.
Your face is in the window and you're breathing and it's just blocking this.
It's fogging it up.
I think it's foggy in there.
The wooden door is filled with knots and cracks from age and weather that it has experienced. It sits ajar almost slightly open, and a dim light, probably you would assume from a fire, can be flickering from within. As you peek in there, Ultio looks empty.
Can I am I on the side of the house?
Yes.
Can I creep around to like see if there's a back entrance or?
Yep. So you're starting to make your way around the backside. You guys have approached the door.
I'm just gonna
Are we going to be honest with her? Are we going to pretend we're trying to tell her about our Lord and Savior Bahamut? I mean, what are we doing here?
So yeah, what is exactly the goal?
That's a good question. I'm supposed to alert her that Master Kiwi needs an audience with her.
With
Mother.
Her wreath. With her mother.
I don't know, something about a wreath, flower, mother. I don't know.
The Wild Mother?
So we need to talk to.
No, not the deity.
I got you.
So what do you guys think? Oh, you creep around. There is no back door.
I'll
For
knock on the
any
door.
windows back there?
Not on the backside.
I will reach with my bugbear arms over for them and knock and then get behind.
So my question is, you got the front, you got a door, right?
Bugbear arms, bugbear
Where
feet.
was the window I was looking
On each
at?
side. You were on
So
this side.
on the
Like,
side.
And you've
Done
done
it
went
well,
around
Mr.
the back.
Fantastic.
There's nothing on the back.
How big? Can I get through the window?
You certainly try.
I want to try to get through that window I looked in.
Okay. So you kind of go back to it. You
It's
knock
on
on
the
the
front
door.
of the house,
Huh?
so we can.
He's on the
That's why I asked. It's on the side.
He's on the side.
Oh, okay.
Because it would look really weird if y'all are knocking and I'm just like next to you.
So you knock on the door.
Yeah, but I'm also behind Cortland, like making him.
Yeah, Cortland's like. There's no answer.
Hello.
You said the door was ajar.
Yeah, it looks like it kind of moves when you knock it, and then it kind of comes back.
Can we open the door?
Open the door.
Place it.
The door was ajar. Sorry.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Gotcha.
Keep your toes.
Suffers from random
No.
poison.
No.
And one of those trees comes out of
Wow,
nowhere.
it just throws itself.
Aneurysm.
Cutting words.
All right.
I'm trying to get in the window.
Roll me
And
a
you
acrobatics.
push the door open.
Oh, I like that.
You want to push the door open?
Yeah.
Portland does anyway. He just
Okay.
pushes it open.
21.
Yeah, it's gonna take you a second, but yeah, you're squirming your way in through there. Cortland
Hello.
opens the door
We're here.
from behind Cortland, and now that you are in there, what?
I like that I just climbed through the window for no reason.
The cottage is empty. There's a small pot hovering over a flickering fire. Shelves of various bottles and vials decorate the walls of the room. There are sacks bulging with different types of meats and vegetables. A soft piece of bread sits on a saucer in the middle of the table. Parchment and I put papers, so papers it is, lay scattered about the room, and an unlit candle sits on the windowsill.
I'm gonna go eat that bread.
It's a sweet roll.
Oh, delicious.
So
You guys
it's
want
empty.
light?
It looks like somebody was cooking and just left.
Yeah, it looks like somebody is. This is definitely a resident. Someone lives here. They're just not here at the moment. It's so it seems.
Does it look like there was a struggle? Like there was a fight?
Roll me investigation check.
Investigation.
Is there a bathroom in this house?
There is not.
Very good.
We need to hide.
Ultio, were
It's
you?
like a one.
Were you here
room
this whole
deal.
time?
30-20.
30-20? You don't see any signs of a scuffle or anything.
Okay.
Can I look for some good-looking veggies and fruit?
Investigation check.
I'm really hungry.
Why are you eating all this person's food?
She's not here. I think it's
Bugbear got to do what a bugbear got to
Yeah.
do.
Guys gotta eat.
as you can tell, I'm very large. I eat a lot.
Is there anywhere I can hide
That's
in
an
this
8.
house as I look around?
Rolled 9 on this
There's,
thing a
I
million
mean,
times.
there's crates, and she has like a hammock-style bed. I mean, there's stuff against the walls. You could try. It'd probably be difficult, but you could try.
So nobody's here. The door was open.
Is the crate empty?
There's still a fire lit.
It's
And
probably.
there was no sign of a struggle.
Yeah, you could probably find an empty crate.
I want to get in a
Do
crate.
you want to
Get
do
in
your
and kind of
10-minute
pull it
magic
out.
detection?
Okay, roll me still check just to see how well you
That might
get
be-
the crate.
That might be a good idea. I'm gonna just sit down and
14,
start
40?
meditating.
You feel pretty good.
Okay. I just squat down in this crate.
Okay,
I
kind of
wanna
peering out with your red eyes.
Begin to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. You kind of sit
She'll
down.
sit down,
Yeah. Lay your stuff out or whatever you do.
grasp my holy symbol.
And you're searching. What'd you get?
A 5.
You found that roll, and you found like a half-eaten onion and maybe like a piece of turnip.
I'm gonna munch on that turnip and look at the papers.
The papers. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Goblin, and Halfling.
Looks like nothing you've ever seen before. So your timer's starting. You're hiding in the crate. I'd say 3, 4, 5 minutes pass. Roll me a perception check.
There we go.
Yep.
I'm concentrating on.
Okay, so it's not you because you're busy
20,
chanting.
21.
I'm praying.
15.
Ready to make the 10 minutes go faster.
So you two both you hear slight humming.
Uh-oh. She get back home.
Y'all are idiots.
I'm shaking off all the food crumbs. Don't turn it back in the corner.
Let's see if Cortland heard it.
She's coming back.
Who's coming back?
There's the witch, the druid. She's
How do you
humming.
know?
I hear her humming.
Let's act like we're here to deliver her something.
I take
Okay,
my,
what?
I take my sword and like kind of carve out just a little hole I can stay out of.
Okay. So you're trying to do that right? It's squeaking. It's like
I'm gonna go grab that turnip again. Deliver this. Give it to Cortland.
the what?
The turnip. Give her the turnip.
Turn it.
Yeah.
She don't know it was here.
It's a new one. Tell her to. She'll remember every turnip in her house.
Okay.
What else are you gonna deliver?
Door swings open. Well, it's already open. So you see
She went
Have
to
you heard about
Pence.
Bahamut?
a half elf that looks like this in the doorway.
Oh.
So
Oh my god.
She went to pee and y'all were just rummaging through her house.
She's carrying some various plants and flowers,
I think this is you want to show the camera.
a little bit of like
Visual blur, blur.
herbs
Can,
and
maybe.
Oh yeah.
herbs and different things.
It's not focusing.
Focus on that, bro.
No, okay, there you go.
We tried.
If you want to see more minis painted like that, check out our DM page.
Instagram.
Ads.
Oh, she did.
She, you see a half elf dressed in a thin gown with green, and it's green, and she has a white cape that's kind of flowing behind her. Silvered hair, walking, up to her cottage entrance. Her hair seems to be wet and dripping. The small amount of sunlight that is available through the rain clouds. She is beautiful in nature. And she approaches the door of her cottage. As she enters and she sees Cortland, Craeloth, and Violet in her home,
Hello.
she looks them up and down,
I give her a really.
goes over to the side, undresses herself from her wet clothes, puts on
Oh,
her
Lord.
new clothes,
I'm looking away.
gets the pot from the fire and the pitcher from one of the bottom of the shelves, sets 3 glasses around, and pours you all a drink.
I don't know any of this is going on, so.
She touches you on the shoulder.
Oh, hey. We were looking for you.
Who ate my sweet roll?
I thought that was for guests.
You're dead.
Was it good?
It's delicious. Would you like money to replace it?
No. I would have liked to have eaten it, but
I can try to bring it back up.
no.
Okay.
Well, it's not every day someone ventures to my home. Well,
Well, Cortland.
my name's Cortland Tabor. I'm from the University of Ductole. I've been sent here on behalf of Master Kirei. She's as
He's a princess.
I'm not a princess.
Oh.
A princess.
Oh. Sorry.
She's like halfway even listening. So, Follyfield mustered up a group of adventurers to finally see the witch on the hill, did they? What'd they do? Post a reward? Let me guess, am I worth at least 1,000 gold, please?
You're getting 7,000 for coming up here.
7,000? Yes, now that's what I like to hear, finally! Well, sorry miss, but the reward from the town was only 500. And she just like, ah! In the distance you hear a thunder rumble.
Did that thunder as soon as she got frustrated? Like, did I feel like that was a connection?
She takes a drink of water, sits her cup back down, ruffles through some things on her table, and you see all this through your people. Rummages through some things on her table, finds another roll, begins eating it.
Do you have any more?
Yeah, sure.
For reference, I'm ready to attack.
Okay, so you're like
Yeah.
on edge. She kind of sits back, gets her drink, eats her roll. She's just sitting there analyzing. She doesn't see you. She's analyzing you.
What's
all.
in the cup?
Roll a investigation check.
I'm really good with that. That's a natural one.
Looks like water.
Liquid is in the cup.
I'm gonna refrain from drinking it. Like, I'll bring it up to my lips and then like, but I won't actually drink it.
She's. Well, we can do this one of two ways. I can fight you all and try to keep my peace on this hilltop, or you can cut me in on a share of the reward and we play the town like a wit.
Or, listen, ma'am, what's your name? We know you're not just a witch.
It's curious that you are so inquisitive. I'm interested because after all, I figured Follyfield's patrons lost his horse, or the kids are sick, or they've run out of ale or something. What was the means of you seeking me out before I give you who I am?
Well, Mr. Tabor here kind of tricked the town into coming after you because he couldn't make it up here on his own. But,
Is that true, apprentice? Hey, you just... Yeah, pretty much.
he has some sort of dealings with you. We were just, following up on some rumors. The town wants to put you on trial, but solely based on the rumors that Mr. Tabor's created.
Trial for what?
And I just look at Tabor and like, well, do you want to tell her?
Well, initially it was just, the disappearance of the grain, the disappearance of some wildlife, but a couple nights ago, and she stops, she says the undead. Yes. She looks over at one of those sacks and cuts it open, and you see a bunch of zombie parts fall out. What you thought looked like meat or something.
Underneath that.
I was encountering some myself up here, which is strange. Sure, I am an herbalist, but if they're accusing me of murder, I'm not a murderer.
Well, to be fair, no one really accused you. It was all rumors spread. We're here to help Mr. Tabor. He wants to talk to your mother, I believe that's what he said.
As you're saying that, and Cortland starts reiterating his whole spiel that he's told you all about Master Kire want to, she seems to ignore it all and she focuses on you, Craeloth. Specifically on your necklace. Tell me, Bugbear, what is your ambition? Why have you come?
I'm a ambassador for my people. Try to find them a new homeland.
Where'd you get that necklace?
It's a gift.
gift? Do you know what it means?
No.
Ah, you boy, you are in far deeper than you realize.
Then enlighten me.
Come and learn. Can you give us a moment?
Can I get your name first?
I am Harpina,
Archipelago.
Millbrook, daughter of Kindred the Eyeless. Or do you well, Bugbear, to remember that name?
Tell me it again.
Kindred the Eyeless.
Say Millbrook.
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 Also, you can tell your Triton friend he can get out of the crate.
Dang it.
Ultio. Natural 19 on her.
Alright.
She walks over to a small table in one of the corners of the room, and she begins grabbing various plants and flowers and a couple liquids. One is milky white color, and one is a deep gray, kind of swirling black and gray and white, like colorless blend of something. She uses a mortar and pestle to blend up some flowers and leaves and prepares a concoction that she pours into a small glass, and it ends up coming to this almost just like a dark milk. She says, "Drink this, Bugbear, and dine with your destiny."
This is iocane powder. I'm built up an immunity, so you're not going to poison me.
I intend not to poison you, but to show you what you have accepted.
Alright. Turn it up.
Chug.
I need you two to leave the room.
I will. Give me a second.
Yeah, same.
I just got comfy. I was about to fall asleep.
No, if I make you get up.
Like a bunch of old men over here.
I am an old man now.
3 days ago.
Everybody's got their back.
Oh god, it's getting hot in here.
What is it up to?
77.
Yeah, I feel it.
Hot in.
It's gonna be hotter out there though. Alright. As you drink, you are pulled into an alternate reality, completely leaving the mortal realms to a place of gray nothingness like before. The same as before, but this time when you look left or right or yell out, you're completely alone. No cloned apparitions appear on either side of you. What do you do?
Okay. Do I have my weapon? Bring it out. Stab forward again. Does it come through me?
Nothing. It's like you're swinging at the wind.
Do I have my necklace?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just focus on it.
You look at it there for a minute, and you kind of look up. In the distance, a small dark dot on the horizon reveals itself. Suddenly growing bigger and bigger, wind begins to blow against your face, pinning your hair and ears back against your head. The dot is moving towards you, but you are moving to it. What do you do?
Keep going.
So you're not going to resist the force that's pulling you towards it. So you just allow it to come. As it approaches, it becomes no longer a dot, but a table. A table with foods of all kinds, surrounded by wooden chairs draped with tapestries depicting battles and heroes of old. Still somewhat blurry, but able to tell somewhat what the intention of the artwork was. The table is black with a gray and golden runner down the middle. Plates, pots, and bowls of glass, obsidian, and oak, each filled with meats, fruits, and vegetables from all over Manola. There is a cloaked figure with broad shoulders and a barrel-sized chest, massive arms that give way to hairy hands that are folded, resting on the table. The hood of the cloak casts a shadow that covers the face. You did not choose this destiny. I chose it for you. The figure takes his hands and moves them in a rotating circle that reveals somewhat of a portal that shows you as a kid. practicing with a wooden training pole. You see, it was my duty to pass on the essence to a promising pupil. The essence must have a host to remain. Therefore, in time, you must do the same. That talk is for far in the future, for the essence has its plans of its own for you. The table begins to softly fade as the figure begins to stand. Craeloth Tala-Rane. The essence has been given to you by your sensei, Homebrew. The essence is extremely powerful, as it gives the wreath its power. The wreath creates the essence that is a part of you now. It is the essence that must be kept safe and secure. It will take time to learn it, as does all things. In time, it will serve you well. The figure stands as the portal vision dissipates. Along with the rest of the chairs that are not in use, the figure turns its back as the black cloak ripples in the wind, beginning to fade. It seems our time is up. Return to the table of destiny when you can, Ambassador.
The vision start fading.
Yeah, it starts fading. The nothingness becomes more like it's pulling you back into reality, and then you see elements of the cottage begin to come to. And then you can yell. Come on back.
The second you step out, it is hot.
I know, it's gotta be hard there. We're about to end this episode in a minute. After this.
It feels so cold in here now.
That's what Jello shot was.
While Craeloth was seemingly taken into an alternate reality for a moment, Harpene turns around and she looks at you all. So, what is your plans? I will take your message, apprentice, and I will let the flower mother know. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Those jello shots. I will let the flower mother know the situation,
It's like I took 4 sips of beer.
and
It's like really, really gross beer.
it seems my purpose of being here is now complete.
Yeah.
So what do we do? I need to go to Maple Dock.
Hey, we thought about heading there too. We're not big fans of
Polyfields.
Polyfield.
I can see.
I'm not anyway.
Yeah, you're an outsider.
They love me.
I would imagine so.
Very popular.
Wait, is he blacked out in the corner, or is that over with?
He's
Just,
beginning to come to. We'll say you say that here in a minute.
They love me.
For
Yeah, I
canon
don't like 'em
purposes,
either.
that happens afterward. She kind of looks at you all. She's like, "Well, do you have means of transport that you've acquired yet?"
Well, we're currently
I got my bugbear feet.
in the process of getting our cart fixed.
Fair
in
enough.
between ships.
It's not going well.
Interesting. Well, I cannot go to the town, but if you could somehow let... actually, I have an idea.
Didn't they say that? Didn't Dalby say it was a drow witch?
Rumor has it.
I have no clue.
Why can't you go back to the town? They're looking for a drow. You're just a half elf, whatever.
Well, that makes things different. So the rumors have changed my race.
Yeah, so really you'd be fine if you, as long as you didn't say you were from the woods.
It's amazing the kind of rumors that 1,000 gold will spread. Just side eye.
Cool.
It worked in the end.
Very well. Well, it is almost dusk. Do you guys have somewhere to stay? Would you like to stay here for the night?
As long as there's no spiders.
Hope not. They are a wicked group.
Really? I thought they would be under your control.
No.
Are the trees under your control?
No.
Oh.
Bring me inside check.
Can I do that as well?
22.
6.
I think. Hold on, let me make sure. It might be less than that. The natural 16 plus something. Oh yeah, 22.
She's telling the truth. She says that she saw the trees and the spiders and thought, if I can get on the other side of them, that would be an excellent place to have a barrier between her and what was going on. So anyway, I was told to come here by the eyeless because there would be a spirit placer make his way here to see me at some point in time. Here he is.
Who's
What
she
was that?
referring to?
A spirit placer.
A spirit place.
Have you not told them?
I'm just not waking up.
You know, your friend, you're walking with the spirit placer, legends of old, duty to carry on the essence, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you all have a lot of learning to do. It's okay.
Listen, I met him 24 hours ago in a bar.
Me even less.
Of course you did.
Him 20 hours ago
Is that 4 hours?
in a bar.
Yeah, it's, are you going to get out of that crate, friend?
Oh yeah, I got out. Just when you told me to the first time.
Good deal. Wipe your feet off because that can cause many problems that you don't want.
What was in the crate?
Fungus.
I get out and wipe them on the floor.
That's what I would do. Okay, yeah, she comes over to Craeloth as you're, and she smacks you on the cheek. Our way back?
You got any orange slices?
Is
So
he
vitamins
normally
C.
like this? Might have made the
No,
concoction too strong.
he seems to really want people's food, but I've never heard him talk about orange sauces before.
Just need a little jolt. I'm alright.
Alright. Well then. So, how do we want to do this? You guys need the gold. I would like the gold. What if we come up with a plan?
No, that's not. Pause.
We're about to, this episode's about to end anyway.
Okay, do you got enough energy?
I got 20%.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
I started at 50, so it's went down a bit.
We, if there's gold to be made off of the unpleasant folks at Follyfield, I say let's make it.
It's only 500 from them,
I like her.
but sure.
Yeah, bring proof that you. Well, actually, they wanted the witch alive, so.
Yeah, we were just supposed to bring him here for trial.
Yeah.
Even better.
They want to
What's
put you
the-
on trial.
What's the execution?
I don't know. I guess it depends on the trial.
Hanging?
Hanging.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I
Awesome. All right.
I
She spins around and she starts ruffling through some stuff, and she pulls out this gnarled brown and beige dirt-covered root. The scuff marks and places on it. It has a bright green color to it, almost like an deep emerald, shiny. Strange to see a plant or root have any kind of properties like this. If they hang me, make me eat this. And she hands you the root.
Before or after?
After.
Okay.
After I'm dead.
Good.
Yeah, I just want to make this make sure we're clear.
Okay, I can handle that.
Make sure it happens. If not, spirit placers will turn their back on you. It's up to you. Your future.
How, like, is there a sense of urgency?
Within a day.
Within a day, okay.
Just in case things go completely awry, that's what we shall do. How much gold did you say?
200.
200, 500?
500 is what the town offered us.
That's it.
That's it.
For a fabulous witch like me,
They're
who
not
controls the Whispering Woods.
They're not very wealthy.
I think they're just very stingy. But
Maybe the call and make off it.
It would have been
It was
more,
enough
but
to
I
get
kept
half
getting
the-
stopped to raise your bounty.
Okay. Well, let's rest for tonight. It's too late to travel back through that. And then tomorrow, we will give these halflings what they wish.
okay,
It's your funeral.
your
It is my
trial
funeral.
at least.
Trial, funeral.
I have a feeling it's going to be very one-sided trial.
It'll be okay. Just make sure.
I think they're less interested in justice and more interested in blood and death.
Well, let's give it to them. Give them what they want.
Okay.
And then we'll be out of there. Alright. She pulls out some like hammocks and hangs them from various places in her cottage, and she goes over to her side. Door open, nonchalantly climbs in her little hammock. See you in the morning.
I'm going to close the door.
Cortland's on. Do you find it strange, complete strangers, as she's going to bed?
Cortland, this whole exchange has been a little bit strange.
She can wake from the dead, apparently.
She's more powerful than us. What does she have to
Can I
be
see
afraid
that
of?
rift?
No.
I just want to identify it.
Keep it where we can see it.
I'll give it to you.
He lays it out in front of him, and he sets out some things and grabs a pearl and whatever other components it is, and begins casting identify. A few minutes or so go
Wait,
by.
is he concentrating at this point? Can I see where he keeps his coin pouch purse thing? Can I try to take it?
Slide a hand check.
I was concentrating.
Do I see him try to take it?
Perception check.
Oh, he added to that 20. I rolled a 18 and plus 7 is 25.
You
Oh.
successfully get it, but you do see him
26.
do it.
Well, if I see him go to do it, I'm going to stop him.
Okay, well, he's going to do it. But he's pretty. Roll me a slide a hand check, see if you can stop his hand.
It's much better.
Sleight of hand, 11.
He gets it, and then you kind of get his hand, but he's got it.
What are you doing?
He's going to give it to us anyway. I want to see if he's holding out.
Just let him give us our money.
But now it is our money.
No, it's still his. You're stealing it.
I want to see how much is in it.
So, and he's still got like 8 minutes to go, so you're kind of sifting through it. You'd guess there's about 11,000 gold between platinum pieces and gold and that kind of stuff in the package.
I put it back. I've got a plan here.
Okay.
I just need
First.
to pick one.
Puts it
Do I
back.
see anything else on person?
On
But I
him,
can
roll perception
After he stole from the first time, I'm going to get in between them.
with disadvantage.
I have a 18. 15 plus
Roll
3.
disadvantage if he's going to step in between.
Ah!
Same thing.
I rolled an 18.
You don't recognize anything extremely outside the normal traveler adventurer equipment. Nothing that seems of complete value or more than.
I'm just trying to get to know this guy without having to ask him
It
questions.
seems like he has a lot of like quills, papers. He has a book, just stuff like that.
Can I tell what the book is?
Probably a spell book. All right. He finishes his identification. Life root. Well, guess I'm going to sleep. And he goes over and casts his and then climbs into the canopy or climbs into the hammock and goes to sleep. What do you guys think?
Probably should have done that before. Do I notice anything that I would find interesting from Chick?
Roll a perception check.
I'm gonna go grab that turnip and finish it off and go.
15. I think, hold on. Yeah, 15.
Not really. She seems very simplistic, like minimal. She's wearing loose robes, kind of like a loose gown, and really besides flowers, plants, and stuff, she doesn't have anything. And you kind of scan the cottage too, and there's just not much.
Go to bed.
Alright, as you guys go to sleep, throughout the night,
You hit. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah.
You haven't got a long rest yet.
Oh, I would assume that was a long rest, is it
I
not?
haven't got it yet.
Well, hold on.
I need you two to leave the room. Sorry, Hunter. You're getting double dosed. This should be
Bye,
it.
guys.
Or jump shots.
During your sleep, Ultio, you're granted spiritual embodiment of your ethereal soul as it disassociates from your corporeal form. The world around you becomes once more like the dark seas. Craeloth and Violet's hair, as you look, seem to fall upward, swaying in the water. Harpene, Cortland as well, as their cloaks and hair like an underwater effect. As you look around, you're indeed in the sea once again. In the distance, you see the crystal humming and pulsating as it was before. The keys around your neck slowly drift up in front of you, and the two keys almost form the outlines of eyes like a cat and a crooked smile. Bound to me, you are now Triton. You have my soul within the keys, and now within you a dead one. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Let me find it. 8.
You and I, all one, are one together. There is no you without me from this night forward. And you feel your body just stiffen as this deep, dark presence just overcomes everything within you. At this point, a battered and barnacled broken door appears in front of you. There's a stained glass mirage, but through the fogginess within it, a similar, familiar face appears. This one, however, is not scarred or mutilated by the shark, and is pure and clean. You think to yourself, is this me? Wait. Slowly, as you watch, the shadow wound creeps across its face. What do?
I just keep watching.
As you are looking, you're being drawn closer and closer to the crystal, and the keys shift from the broken iron face. They turn and they enter into the crystal in what appears like keyholes. The temperature of the water goes completely cold, sub-zero levels. Step aside, Key. You hear a voice booming through the ocean. Lothaneer, I see your life's thread, for I am the true god of death. Not the one you've encountered before, the iron face and the keys. Liar! You are not my champion, for your heart is filled with darkness of the sunken one. You are pulled by the keys into this barnacled doorway through the crystal. Whoosh. Ultio is forcibly pulled into the underwater doorway. The body of Ultio slowly drifts and follows his soul until they reunite on the other side of the stained glass mirage. And a different triton falls out of the doorway, as if an exchange has been made. Arise, my champion, Alonzo, keeper of keys. Alonzo, aka Cable, you've been switched in place with your brother by two of the death gods. One is a false one and one is the true one. As you're staring back as Alonzo now, you are now Alonzo, and here is your new mini.
Yay!
And I'll take Ultio. It's going to be so cool because they're not going to have any idea what happened. And it'll be up to you if you want to explain any of this. Staring back into the barnacled archway as your brother Ultio smirks by flashing his golden teeth and red eye. He winks and takes off swimming in the other direction, laughing maniacally. You've always been less than, brother. Always. He extends both of his hands out as, Alonzo, you watch as the two completely sliced in half pieces of the zombie shark offer a fin. Ultio grabs each as it drifts him back into the sea, continuing to laugh. The last thing that you notice is you see that red eye just dissipate into the dark sea. You quickly reach up and grab your face. The shadow wound's gone. A watery visage of a skeletal arm appears from now your single key on your necklace. The skeletal arm carefully balancing a set of weighing scales, each that have sets of keys upon them. But they're not there. It's outlined, shadow formed. The voice, the false one needs to be destroyed. But that time will come, my child. Let me stop the spread of the dark. And as he touches you, you feel that dark presence leave. As the spirit of the keys sends a glittering shimmer through the seawater and brushes against your cheek where the ever-growing wound was, to fix what has been done, that will be determined by the essence of your soul. You will choose the way to live your life. But as for death, that is decided by me, and I already know yours. Several years have passed, Great Alon. As he says that name, something within you echoes. You have been my champion for centuries. I desire for you to continue this path. Rewards await. Now, as the first just act, I need you to slay the Oathbreaker Paladin by the name of Hank John that resides in this town. Do it discreetly, and only when the time is right. There are no greater rewards than what I can give you, my child. We must find the third of 7 keys also. He has one. You must find it. I will come to you again when we are close to another. Alonzo, my champion, do not fail me. The visage dissipates into the water, and the key drifts slowly back down to your chest. You wake, confused and covered in seawater. Craeloth and Violet are drenched. Hunter, trap!
Hey! Hey, you guys!
What you think about that?
That's good.
Hide your knee, so that was You all gain the benefits of a long rest.
Yay!
You all level up to level 3.
Yay!
Let we get to this little part, and then we'll do that in just a second.
We're gonna roll then.
Craeloth and Violet wake. You are drenched in seawater. Cortland and Harpene are like, everybody wakes at once as seawater scatters all throughout the college, pours out the windows, out the front door. You're sitting in this brine. Everybody's like, what? What are you doing? Cortland yells. Harpene's like, I am soaked. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna open the door.
Door's already open. Forces it to open with water. Seawater covers everywhere, and it's puddled up and it's flowing out from around the cottage and out from you guys. Everything in there
So
soaked.
it's like continuously coming in?
No, it's gone now.
Oh, okay.
Can we see where it came from?
It looks like it just filled up the entire room.
Just like from the floor up.
Everything's soaked. Ceiling,
So,
floor, walls, it's all wet.
What's
Roll a
Ultio
perception
doing?
check.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
13.
9.
Craeloth, you were busy trying to. Where did that come from? Silence.
Oh, I did.
This water's wet.
Yeah. What?
As you look around, you see what at first you think is Ultio, but wearing different clothes and a different style hair. As you begin to move, like dumping out a bucket of water, the brine crashes down one final time over the triton before you. And that's where we end tonight's session.
Yeah.
Does it still got a mush face?
Huh?